Arby's is known for its signature roast beef, but there's so much more than that on the menu. It's positively chock full of options that can be customized for those who think outside the box. So the next time you find yourself at Arby's, consider trying these secret menu items. Arguably, the most well-known item on Arby's secret menu is the Meat Mountain Sandwich, which is supposedly the biggest sandwich that the chain has ever sold. Arby's website describes this behemoth as, quote, stacked ridiculously high with almost all the meats. To get into specifics, those meats are 2 chicken tenders, sliced roast turkey, pit-smoked ham, corned beef, 13-hour smoked beef brisket, USDA choice Angus steak, pepper bacon, and of course, roast beef. There's also cheddar and Swiss cheese packed in there, somehow all sandwiched inside of a star-cut bun. In 2017, the Meat Mountain Sandwich was being offered with a wild-caught Alaskan pollock fish fillet on top of all the other meats. To get the surf and turf variation, customers had to ask for their Meat Mountain Denali style to get the free upgrade. While this is no longer an option on the current secret menu, there is a way that Denali-style fans can still get a Meat Mountain with some seafood on top. In July 2020, Arby's began offering a limited-time beer-battered fish sandwich made with cod. So you could either ask for that fillet to be added to your Meat Mountain or order both sandwiches and mash them up yourself. Arby's slogan of "We have the meats" is clearly an understatement in this case. A ham and Swiss cheese sandwich might seem like a surprisingly basic item to earn a spot on a secret menu, especially since there's already one on Arby's regular menu. Nevertheless, fans insist that the secret menu version is far superior to the standard slider, which is literally just ham and Swiss cheese on a soft slider-sized dinner roll. The off-menu version is bigger, better, and much bolder in terms of flavor. Served on toasted honey wheat bread, the secret menu edition is piled high with sliced roast ham and cheese and topped off with lettuce, tomato, and sliced red onion. If that isn't enough, there are also 2 spreads in the form of mayo and spicy brown honey mustard. Since this sandwich is just a variation on the market-fresh sandwiches and wraps that are offered at Arby's across the country, you shouldn't have too much trouble snagging this selection. Essentially, you'll want to order a roast turkey and Swiss market-fresh sandwich from the regular menu and then ask to swap out the turkey for ham. For another classic secret menu variation, ask for a roast beef and Swiss, which is the exact same sandwich but made with roast beef instead of turkey. The turkey and cheddar sandwich might seem pretty straightforward for a secret menu item, but it packs a surprising punch considering it's made with only 4 ingredients, including the bun. At one point, it was actually listed as a regular menu item as part of the Turkey Roasters series, which was launched in 2012. The turkey and cheddar isn't all that difficult to order, and every Arby's location should be able to make you one. Start by ordering a classic Arby's beef and cheddar sandwich, but ask the cashier to hold the beef and swap in the freshly sliced oven roast turkey that's used on the market-fresh roast turkey and Swiss and roast turkey ranch and bacon wraps. You'll ultimately end up with a soft, slightly sweet onion bun piled with slices of warm oven-roasted turkey and a warm melted cheddar cheese sauce. It also contains Arby's signature zesty red ranch, which gives the classic roast beef sandwiches the hint of zing that fans have come to expect. If you want to really up the ante on this item, ask for bacon to turn it into a bacon, turkey, and cheddar. The Arby's take on a Reuben sandwich is already a thing of beauty in its own right. It was originally launched as part of the Big City Sandwiches campaign, which was first introduced in 2017. The lineup included the New York Reuben, the fire-roasted Philly, and the Chicago-style beef dip. That last one is no longer available, although you can hack the menu by ordering a French dip and Swiss with roasted peppers, banana peppers, and Italian seasoning. It makes for a sort of hybrid between the loaded Italian and the French dip and Swiss. The standard Reuben starts with marbled rye bread, then adds melted Swiss cheese, sliced corned beef, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island dressing for a pretty classy fast food version of a classic New York deli sandwich. To make it a double-stacked Reuben, all you have to do is ask for your sandwich to be made with double meat. That's just about as easy as secret menu ordering gets. The Arby's Reuben is typically made with 3.5 ounces of meat, so the double-stacked version will get you to a full 7 ounces, or almost half a pound. So we sure hope you have a big appetite for sliced corned beef. The bacon beef and cheddar is another variation on the signature Arby's beef and cheddar sandwich. This one has also made appearances on the regular menu. First as the bacon and brisket beef and cheddar, and then as the brisket bacon beef and cheddar. Over the years, this surprisingly simple item has become so popular that it's earned itself a spot on the official secret menu. While this particular variation may not sound all that exciting, it is delicious, and that's generally the point of ordering a sandwich in the first place. As for how you go about ordering the bacon beef and cheddar, just ask for a beef and cheddar with bacon added. It literally could not be simpler. At some locations, you can even directly say bacon beef and cheddar while ordering, and chances are the crew will understand exactly what you mean. This is a great menu hack for fans of the original beef and cheddar who want to try something that's just a little bit different. If you're a serious meat lover but aren't quite ready to tackle the out-of-control meat mountain, you could try ordering the bacon beef and cheddar with either double bacon, double beef, or double bacon and double beef. Arby's first introduced the Ultimate BLT in 2002 as the sixth sandwich to join its lineup of popular market fresh sandwiches. It was launched as a limited-time-only item costing $3.99. It featured a whopping 5 slices of thick-cut pepper bacon with lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served on market-fresh, thick-sliced honey wheat bread.
It's your appetite. We want Arby's new Market Fresh Ultimate BLT.
The Ultimate BLT originally arrived in the summer, and now it's back on the official secret menu, where it's referred to as the quintessential summer sandwich. The current version comes with 8 slices of bacon rather than 5, but everything else remains the same. If you want to further hack the Ultimate BLT, we recommend taking advantage of the bread switch policy and going with the marbled rye that Arby's uses to make its corned beef Reuben sandwiches. Another great option is adding some zesty red ranch to kick up the spice level of this secret favorite. If you are looking for something a little less spicy, try asking for the Parmesan peppercorn ranch that's used on some of the market-fresh sandwiches. The French Dip Max is based on the standard French Dip and Swiss, which was first launched in 2007 as part of Arby's biggest menu refresh since 2001. It was part of the chain's line of new toasted subs, which in addition to the French dip, also included the Philly beef, the classic Italian, and the turkey bacon club. All of the original toasted subs are still available in slightly different forms on the current menu. They've been rebranded as the fire-roasted Philly, the loaded Italian, and the roast turkey ranch and bacon, which is no longer served on a sub roll. The French Dip and Swiss has remained fairly close to the original, and the classic version comes with Arby's famous sliced roast beef and Swiss cheese on a sub roll, served with a side of au jus for dipping. The French Dip Max is just a larger version of the original sandwich and is served with a whopping 7 ounces of roast beef for a sandwich that clocks in at over half a pound in total. So don't order this one unless you're really hungry or willing to share. Most people are familiar with Reuben sandwiches, which is a staple of the New York deli.
Arby's Reuben sandwich would go toe-to-toe with yours.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
But what about its sister sandwich, the Rachel? This is basically a Reuben made with roasted turkey, and there are a few variations that are generally accepted as standard. Some say the Thousand Island dressing typically used as the spread on a Reuben should be replaced with either barbecue sauce or French dressing. Meanwhile, other sources say to swap the sauerkraut for coleslaw. And that's what Arby's went with when they launched their own official version of the sandwich in 2015 as a counterpart to their Reuben. You can't order a Rachel with coleslaw at Arby's anymore, as their version was only available for a month. But you can hack the menu to make a pretty great alternate version. Order a Reuben, either regular or double-stacked, and ask the cashier to swap the corned beef for oven-roasted turkey. Then ask for the barbecue sauce that's used on the smokehouse brisket sandwich instead of Thousand Island dressing. The Arby's Super Roast Beef Sandwich is one of those unassuming secret menu items that, at first glance, seems a little too simple to be on a secret menu. But trust us, it's there for a good reason. If cheesy sandwiches aren't really your thing, we absolutely recommend that you order a Super Roast Beef the next time you can. It's a variation on the classic roast beef sandwich, which is literally just Arby's sliced roast beef served on a sesame seed bun. It comes in 3 different sizes: classic, double, and half pound. Depending on how much meat you want, you can get a super roast beef sandwich in any size. To elevate this sandwich from classic to super, you'll want to ask for red ranch sauce, lettuce, and tomato. The official Arby's menu also recommends trying it with their zesty horsey sauce, a creamy horseradish-based spread that we think would make a great addition to the super roast beef. You won't find the Big Iowa on standard secret menu lists. But it's high time that this viral menu hack got the attention it deserves. This enticing sandwich features ham, turkey, and brisket, as well as melted cheddar, pepper bacon, red onions, Parmesan peppercorn ranch dressing, and 3 mozzarella sticks, all inside an onion roll. It's probably one of the most unique secret menu items you can order at Arby's, and the story behind it is even more fascinating than the sandwich itself. In 2017, a college student named Chris Jorgensen tweeted pictures of a sandwich made out of processed American cheese and Pop-Tarts, as he claimed, "You ain't from Iowa if you never had one of these." This prompted a viral internet gross-out contest in which people tried to one-up each other's weird toaster pastry mashups. After noticing how much attention the concept was getting, Arbys tweeted at Jorgensen asking him, "If we fly you down to Arby's HQ, will you let us help you make a real sandwich that Iowa can be proud of?" The Big Iowa is the sandwich that came out of that collaboration, and it was released as a one-day-only promotion at a single Arby's location in Iowa. This is probably the hardest secret menu item to order today. Fortunately, though, most Arby's locations will have all the ingredients on hand needed to make one. You'll just have to walk them through the tasty details.
I have not regretted doing it. All the responses I've got, I laugh when I read them. None of this was ever serious.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.